Hello everyone, Zelrant here, and for today's video on Umamusume, we're going to talk a little bit about how you can farm a lot of fans and very efficiently. As now that it is July, the clubs are actively being ranked based on the total fan contribution from all of the members, and depending on the rank will depend on how many carrots they get from their club, as well as the club points at the end of the month. And so I was testing last night a lot with streaming, and we have found ways to get a ton of fans while not sacrificing in other areas to a certain extent. Because the biggest thing also that you're wanting to work on is getting your sparks, which requires you on the blue ones to get over 600 stat lines. On the main ones you're trying to get sparks on, which for right now the big thing is trying to get it on power, stamina, and speed. And so we're going to go ahead and just take a look at some of my examples that I did last night, and then we're going to run an entire career. I'm going to show you how you can easily do this yourself as well. So if we go in here, we have I started basically right here, and so these are all my test runs of trying to get it. And so the very first one I tried was with Dawai Scarlet, because as you know, the biggest thing you're trying to do is as many races as possible, and the long races are the ones that pay out the most, medium being like the second most, and then they kind of go down from there. And so that's one thing she's good at. She's the default one. If you don't really have anyone else that you think's good at it, she is very good for fans. And as you can see here, almost got 600, over 600 on power, stamina, and speed. That's the goal. This will get easier after Kidishon Black drops, and if you dump all your pulls, like a lot of us are advising to do, you're not only going to get Kidishon Black copies, but hopefully, but also a bunch of other support cards as well that is going to make this so much easier. So just know these numbers will be able to go up a lot easier after that point. But I was able to pull that off with her, and on this one, I got 459,000 fans. From there, I tried out some other ones, not as good that I'd like. This one, I was able to hit that 600 stat thresholds, 600, 600, 813 on her. But this one went pretty badly. I did not like her nice nature in terms of getting fans. Only got 278 there. So hers did not work out too well. But then I did Marikane Fukutaru, and hers was able to hit those stat lines and got 457,000 fans. And kind of same thing with Winning Ticket. Tried her out. Only got 276. But I did hit at least the stat lines for it. So this one wasn't a complete dud. But didn't really find her to be very good with the stat lines. Then I started really figuring it out. My next Dawai Scarlet. And this is the one where I finally got the last achievement down. So I could get the random Uma ticket. I got this on her. Did not get power up to 600. But got stamina and speed. And got 566,000 fans. After that, since I got the random ticket, I got I picked my random one, gave me Maruzinski, and then I picked Oguri as my selector. And Oguri is definitely 100% the best at farming fans that I've found so far. Now, I will say, getting the stat lines is going to be a struggle with her until we get the Kidishon Black card to drop, and we do a lot of pulls and get a lot more support cards. But this is what my stats were. And I pulled off in this one 545,000 fans. Here's the big thing with this one. This one could have been 700,000. But because my stats were too low, I did not win the last race before the championship. And that last race would have paid 50,000 just by itself. The championship one would have paid 50,000 by itself. And the other two would have been around 50,000 themselves. So this one got 545,000 and we didn't even make it into the championship. Then I tried her again. Got a little bit better in the stats, but I could not win one of the races, and this one only got to 500,000. This is going to get easier as you get more support cards. But Oguri is definitely the one that is the best for it. She can do pretty much everything race-wise, because she's good at dirt, she's good at turf, she can do long, medium, and mile. Sprints doesn't matter, there's very few sprints that give that much fans anyway, and she's very good at pace and late. And so she can pretty much do everything. And so that is basically what you're going to be trying to do, is everything. And I mean everything. Like you're racing more than you're training is how it runs out. So let's just go through a career, and I'm going to show you how you can get this many fans and do it quite quickly also. Because we're not going to actually watch the races like I do on stream. We're going to push through them as quickly as we can. So I'm going to pick Oguri. Now this is where having your good sparks, hopefully, at this point. Even if it's only 2-star. Like my Ura here gives me 54 speed. My McQueen here gives me 42. We're actually going to go with my McQueen because she has a 3-star, while Ura has only a 2-star, but her parents have 3 stars. So this is the better one to go with for me currently. You're going to have to just take whatever your best one is. That is definitely going to make it significantly easier is having better sparks. But what can really help is the person you're following as your guest that you can bring in. So I have someone that actually got a max spark on power, which is huge because power is definitely the hardest one to get. So I'm going to take her gold ship with my McQueen. So first off, this is going to be quite important because this gets you a really big boost right off the bat. You're going to be able to win those earlier races a little bit easier. I found speed and power being the 2 ones you want to go for. When I have to do it by myself, once I've used all my borrows, I can only do a double speed. Works out quite well as well. So you just have to kind of get whatever the best you can get here is. But any mix of speed, stamina, and power is the way to go. But we're going to go with that. So that's going to be my start here. Then from there, I found this works the best for me right now. Once Kiddushan Black comes out, it'll be a little bit easier because you're going to have a more wide variety set of cards. But what I kind of shot for my cards here. So I borrow a Super Creek because I don't have one. A Max Dupe one. This one has a fan bonus of 20% fans. So you're getting 20% more fans from a race. And you'll notice all these cards kind of have that bonus. This is the event card. Everybody should have the event card. When you look at that, fan bonus 10%. I wanted to have, just because acceleration is important, an acceleration card. I brought this one. This one has fan bonus 11%. My fine motion, I got 1 dupe on it. Fan bonus 16%. Another speed card, which is Biko Pegasus. Fan bonus 15%. And then the Tazuna card. And so this one itself might be an area where I can actually drop it. The biggest thing she's been helping with is stamina. And so I've been keeping it. But if once Kiddushan Black drops, I may drop this card for something else that has fan bonuses to it. So I'm slowly working on other cards. But for right now, she makes the runs so much smoother. So if you have her, you definitely want to take her. If not, try and get another card in here that fits in those slots that gives more fans. So I have that. This is my run. We're going to go ahead and go right into it. Now, I'm going to do the whole entire run, but you should be able to get the gist of this in the beginning. So if you don't want to watch through this whole video, you'll get the idea of how to do it from here. And so let's just go ahead and do it. But then you can go to the end and kind of see what I get if you don't want to watch the entire thing, because we are going to do everything here. So the big thing is getting those initial stats are really big for the beginning. And the only time you're really not racing much, well, is the beginning, because you can't race in the beginning. So this is like the most important part. Is getting what you can when you're not able to race. And so we're going to go ahead here. The biggest thing is since you're not going to be doing a lot of training, rainbows are not a big thing. You have a possibility of getting something to rainbow, but I have found in my best runs, I barely get one of them the rainbow because it's just focusing on stats at a certain point. Okay, so this one's actually kind of a bad start here, so we're just going to go right into speed. Didn't really give us any good options there. I really like to have Tazuna on the first ones to kind of conserve some energy. Man, it did actually start me off pretty bad. Stamina is going to be very, very important. You're definitely going to want to get your stamina up because you're going to be doing long races quite early in the run. Okay, we have a triple on Guts, but Tazuna on this one. Tazuna is going to buy us an extra play, so we're definitely going to go with that one. And you're just going to keep going through the stats here. And this is like the longest part of it. This is the part where it's kind of hard because you are going to have to take time doing this. You're not going to be able to rush them when it comes to dailies. Okay, man, we're getting some good stamina hits here. Just got to hope we don't get failures. I did have some failures on the other ones, and they still worked out fine. So don't worry too much about those. You just got to keep pushing through. Don't just quit a run because it looks bad. All right, so we're going to have to rest on this one. Not a big deal here. I mean, this is just your standard beginning of the game. There's really no difference than any other thing. Any other run where you're not farming fans. Just getting as much stats as possible. And so like in this case, a lot of times I probably would take this one. But because I need stats so much, we're actually just going to go with speed. We just want to get those. We want to get those stats. That one's the best one of the two. If I was trying to push for as high as stats as possible for making a really good character, I probably would have went wit in that case. That's like kind of where you're starting to see a deviation. Okay, here's a good one right here. Getting some acceleration. All right, not failing. That's always good. If I can max out Tazuna, she makes it so much more smooth. Okay, so we're going to rest. Now, another part of doing the fan runs is you're going to get so many skill points. Do not be afraid to take skills before races. That's going to be paramount in getting you those wins. Okay, we're going to go with Guts here. It looks like to be the best one. No, we're going to go with Speed. Just go Speed. Stamina is so important, so if we can get her up the max, which is unlikely, it's really big because you can push up your stamina so quickly. Because it's the one area that's like make or break on some of the early races is having enough stamina. Okay, go through there. Okay, we're just about to the race. Oh, nice. We got another good stamina hit here. And we have still just about enough energy here. Oh, well, that's great. And she's happy at good. So the first race is really nothing. She pretty much wins it like 90% of the time for me. And so I always set her to pace. Pace seems to work the best in the last one I tried versus late. That will probably change down the line because she is a good late runner. Let's go to the results. First place. Boom. Easy. And this is what we're pretty much going to be doing a lot of, as you're going to see. Alright. Now we can start doing races. And so this is where you have to actually start looking at future races. So if I go in here, we have no races on this day. But you can see she has a goal of 3,000 fans. I'm not too worried. You're going to easily make that goal because you're going to be doing a ton of races. So for her, like, I don't care about these small little ones here. I start looking at 7,000 plus when it comes to the fans, which that one is right here. So the first one is early December. I schedule that one for her. This is Oguri. This might be a little bit different. These are all the same races that other people are going to have. Just know there may not all be specifically able to do that. Like, maybe you're not good at mile, but you're good at turf. You may have to do a different one. But they all have different goals, and they all have different capabilities. So just know you can't follow this exactly for every single one. But for Oguri, this is my first target. 7,000. Really good one right there. So I can do a lot of training up to that point. And this is where it's really kind of make or break on this because we're going to run out of training after this. We're not going to be doing much training once we hit that point. Just kind of push through these. There we go. Nice, good stamina hit there. Okay. Nothing crazy to help us here. So we're going to have to rest on that one. Now, the big thing is when you have it scheduled to race, it'll warn you once you hit that day. Okay, I think we go with Guts here. Tazuna's on there to save us some energy. That's why Tazuna's so nice. She makes it so much smoother. Okay, got a speed hit here. We're about to max stamina up, which is going to be really good. We might be able to get some rainbow staminas at some point. Speed's the easiest to get, so definitely go with strength when you get those options. Like that one. Strength and stamina are more important than speed because you will get speed. At least with my build because of my inspirations. Depending on what your inspirations are going to be, may adjust that strategy. Okay, another one. We're going stamina here. Stamina is so key. 14%. We have to go with that one. Oh yeah, we're sitting really good here now. Alright, I think we're just about to my first race. Yeah, so we still have quite a few actually. Okay, so we can rest here. Now, it's going to warn you about the fans. Don't worry about when it warns you. You want to do the bigger race. Okay, we have a good one, acceleration. I think it's going to warn me right here. It's going to say, you need this fans. Race. It's going to say this. And when you click it, you're going to be like, no, that's a garbage race. Because the good one's the next day. Just ignore it. It looks like we got a rainbow. Nice. That's huge. We got a rainbow stamina here. And then it's going to warn me again. And then you can go ahead and do it. Because this is the day we want to do the race. And we're kind of at that point where we're not getting much training done. So this is the first race. You might not win. You're not going to win all of them. Your stats are going to be a little bit lower than you normally would be if you focus completely on training. But don't worry about that. Just keep doing the races, and it'll all come out good in the long run. So just do it. Easy win. Right there. And as you see, 12,000 fans. That one run, 12,000 fans. The other nice thing about doing these races is you can see you're going to get a lot of the shoes and the other currency for upgrading potential. I'm getting so many of them farming fans. Just push through that. Here's another thing. Let's see. Got another 7,000 fan race. So, and the nice thing is, you don't have to worry about energy when it comes to races. Just go right into it. I've went into these races with her at no energy. And it was great. Because she didn't have any energy to lose after it. Okay, so she's the favorite. Let's go. First place. Big win. Now she's going to be exhausted here. Okay, so she has her next goal for her next race. When is that one? In 8 turns. Alright. And the nice thing is, after races, she is getting stat boosts. So it's not as much as training, but she is going to raise her stats slowly from racing. That's how you're going to get it. So this is a warning you're going to see when you do more than 3 in a row. What this does is you're going to lose some mood and have a slight detriment to her stats in the race. I have found it, while it has an impact, it's not significant. Luckily, on this one, there's no good races here. There's no good races here. No good races here. So we're going to get a little bit of training. We're getting a little bit more training in right here. Let's go ahead and rest her. Because once we get towards the end of the career, it's like non-stop racing. And so here we'll go into power. Do that one. We'll go to, let's see. Okay, we got a decent speed hit here. 17% chance of failure. We got 12% here at the Zuna. Let's go ahead and raise hers up. We failed there. Failing is going to happen. You're going to take those risks. She lost mood. It is what it is. Luckily here, we have a decent hit on speed or stamina. We're going to go with wit. Wit's important for her because of one of her ults is really, really good. It's what wins her like half the races. Is she ults like right at the end. Okay, so let's see where we are at races. Okay, so we're starting to see a 5,400. This is where it starts to get to kind of do you want to run it or not. The next big one is this one right here. So I'm going to schedule that one. We're actually going to do a training versus a race. Depending on how well your training has gone so far, you may actually do these 5,400s. I like this hit right here, so we're actually going to get this a little bit, give us a little bit more stats because that failure kind of hurt us right there. Now we are going to be low on energy here, so we're not going to be able to do a training, which kind of sucks here. We're missing that one out. We could take it. It's a 34% chance. We have the race the next day. Let's do it. This will be huge. And she failed. It is what it is. Gotta take those risks sometimes. Now we get our inspiration, and then we're going to go into the big risk. But you're going to see, those failures aren't the end of the world. They're not, because one thing is, you lose the training, but that's kind of, in a lot of cases, you can get negative impacts, and you have to do, like, a infirmary to fix it. But right now, we're going right into the race, fine. We just lost a little bit of energy. We didn't get the stat gain. That's it. We're going right into it. You're going to see, we'll still recover quite well on this. First place. Easy peasy. 19,000 fans on that race. And then she's going to get stats every time she wins. Winning is big, because that's when she gets the most stats. Okay, energy up. The funny thing is, Tazuna raised her back up the great here. That's not always going to be the case. And actually, now looking at it, we have this one after, that one right after. So, let's go ahead and do her. We did max her out, which is really good. Because it's going to make it a lot easier to keep her great for a little bit. Oh, she has a migraine now. That sucks. I mean, it is what it is. You roll with the punches. Got an easy win. But you'll see, even though this run, I'll say, is going bad. I would consider this a bad run so far. But you're going to see, we're still going to do quite fine. And this is why this is so good and so efficient. We're probably not going to be able to hit the stat thresholds I want here. But we're still going to get tons of fans. We have this race right here. Now we're getting to the harder ones, so I'm going to actually start looking at my skills here. Gourmand is a really good one. And we'll go with that one. Just pretty much take all... You're going to get a ton of skill points from running all these races. So just keep using them to help yourself win. Definitely go with that one. But this one's going to be worth, I think, like 30,000 fans. Another win. Yeah, 35,000. So we're at 100,000. We're barely into the career, and we're at platinum already. 13 power. Nice. Okay. We can get a stamina hit here, potentially. 3 or more races is bad, but we have a 13. This is where we're just going to keep doing races here. She's not going to like it, but we're going to race. We're going to race here. This is where it'll start warning you. Don't worry about it. You'll get a mood debuff, but that's fine. And we just go here. Easy win. Don't matter. She's debuffed. She's going to win still. 22,000 fans. See, mood went down because of that debuff there. And then guess what? Who cares? 15,000 fans are on the line. We're going into this one. Another win. I kind of skipped over the fans there, but that was like another 20,000 plus fans. And then she still gets power. Gets a bunch of skill points there. Mood debuff. The mood debuff is from that. Now this is where it kind of sucks because we came into summer exhausted. But the nice thing is, in summer there's really no good ones until towards the end. Depending on whether I want or not, I'll do this one, which is 7,000. But this is another area where you can get a little bit of your stats boosted up. So we have to go in here, rest and relax, because we just did 4 races in a row. It is what it is. But, oh, we hit stamina here. That's a really big one. %40 chance. We can't risk that one. The nice thing is rest and relaxation can also fix the problems you have here on occasion. I don't know if it's going to. We'll see. Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, we have to take this one. This is going to be a big boost to speed. I think we missed the 7,000 race, but that was a big stat boost we took. I'm taking the hit on that one. Okay, so what do we got here? We got the 5,000 and then 5,000. The 6,000s are there. So we can get 2 things of training in here. Let's go ahead and pull these off. Got lucky, man. I got lucky on that one. Got some energy back. And depending on the person, this is a good race, but she's not a sprinter, so I can't do this one. Go ahead and take advantage of this. This will correct this, which is nice. Or maybe not. Oh man, it didn't fix that. Okay. We have the 6,000 one. The 6,000 ones are good. We're going to be doing a lot of them back to back. So here we are. We're back in the same place we were before. We are really hurting on speed, so I'm actually going to skip this one for speed. This is where it's kind of a judgment call. I had a rainbow for speed. I could have got one that was going to be worth like 12,000 fans, but I did not want to do it. This one I don't want to miss. 15,000s. These ones are huge. As long as she wins. We'll see. Yep, wins again. We're at star. So that's worth 27,000 fans. Mood's up. That's good. Pushing that up. Okay, we have a speed one here, but guess what we have here? A 10,000 one. And then immediately after a 30,000, and then immediately after a 10,000, and immediately after a 30,000. So, non-stop racing coming. Here we go. First place. 19,000. Okay, now another thing I want to check here. We've done enough races. Let's look at our skills again. And look at that. After that race, we got a ton of skill points, or got a ton of stats. Okay, let's see. Iron Will. Definitely going to help if we have energy issues, because your stats are not as high as you would want them, so you're definitely going to need all the skill points you can take. Yes, it's going to tell me, warning. This is her mandatory one. It's kind of funny. The mandatory one's warning me that it's going to be bad for her. Oh, she didn't win this one. Second place. Second place is okay. You still get a good chunk of the fans on them. You're not going to win them all. And as you saw, if you looked at my other ones when I showed it, I won like 26, like I won 21 out of like 26. So I did not have all wins on those high scores. Well, that one's fine. That was actually a good one to lose on, just for the simple fact that one is a, that was a lower fan one. The big ones are the ones that really push you up. The 10,000 one, we're going to race that one for sure. Oh, she went pretty badly there. That one didn't work out too good. I mean, it is what it is. You have the bad ones. You just kind of keep rolling with it. She gets stat points regardless. She's exhausted on here. It doesn't matter. Can we get more skill points here? What do we have here? I mean, at this point, there's really nothing other than these ones. We'll go with the firm ground ones. That's the case for most of hers. This is the big one. This is where it's like, man, please win this one. This is her gold one. Okay, everything looks good. Easy win. That was plus 54,000 fans right there. The 30,000 ones are huge if you can win those ones, which she seems to do quite easily for me. And we still have a bunch of races left. Like, this is, we're still only in, what? We're just now getting into the second year. Okay, we take the first one here. Now, what do we have on these? Okay, so this is nothing crazy. So this might be an opportunity. Yeah, we have another opportunity to train here. So let's take advantage. Ooh, that's... Oh, man. If I still needed this achievement, or this achievement right here, I know a lot of people are trying to get this. I just got it again. Gosh, you had to fail. Really? Oh, that was not a good one right there. Talk about a bad time to fail. Okay, let's just get her back to happy, hopefully, here. Or at least normal. Okay. The next big fan is the next day. Let's see this power one. I mean, our speed is really hurting, but the inspiration's going to help with that. Okay. Racing. This is a dirt one. This is why I like her too, because she can do the dirt races. You don't have to skip them. She doesn't always do the best on them, but she can do them, and she does win like she just did there. So 17,000. Okay, we got a big stamina one if we want it. Yeah, we're going to skip the 6,000. Depending on how my run's going. This is where it's... Depending on the run's going, I might do that one. But we are a little bit behind where I'd like to be on the stats here. Stamina looks like it's a lost cause on getting the 600, but let's go for it. We will get a big boost of speed because of my inspiration, so I'm not too worried about speed. And we are sitting pretty good on power. Stamina's the area we're hurting the most right now. We are doing this race. So let's look at our skills again here. You get so many skills because you're doing all these races. We're using Pace Chaser, so we'll do that one. Just be always updating your skills. Sometimes I forget to update them. We have this one, Turf Medium. Let's go. Easy win. Another 24,000. We're at 302. She's almost a legend. And we're not even... We're in March still. Oh, that was a guts hit. Here's her inspiration. This is where she's going to get her giant boost to speed. In my case, this will be different, subject to whatever your ancestors are for her. So it'll be kind of unique. So she got 29 speed, 45 power. So not too bad. Okay, we have another day. Okay, that one's going to be a good one. So let's go ahead and do our recreation. That should help with her up here. Okay, we're at good. Oh man, that sucks. Well, it is what it is. Next race. View results. First place. She is now a legend. 331. We're just going to keep pushing. She went down to good. That sucks. Got some more stamina and power. Ooh, that's a huge one. Okay, we're going to be doing that race. So we're going to want to take that skill. Oh, shoot. We don't have enough for it. Alright, we'll have to go to this race without it. Boom. Easy win. 18,000. Got some... And I like that I'm just getting so much of that currency running all these races. Got some good stat bonuses there. Okay. 3 in a row. Okay, this is a break time. We can take a break. The next big race is after it. Do we have anything good? We can take the risk here and do a guts hit. Or I'll do a speed. I think I'll do the speed hit. Let me see. What's the next races? So we have 2 races in a row. So we're not going... If we don't do training here, we're not getting any training. So we're going to take the 25% chance on speed. It is what it is. Not a big deal. It was a risk we had to take. Alright, we're racing. She only got second. It is what it is. Still get a decent amount of points there. 9,000. Alright. Gourmand. Alright, we have 2 big races coming up. This one and then her goal one. Do we have enough for this now? Yes. That one's going to be very big for stamina. I think that might have been what hurt us on the last one. Okay, here we go. Another first. So she's almost at 4,000 here. So this one, if everything goes as it is going right now, we should be able to hit just over 500,000. So this isn't the best run. And just know, you're not gonna be able to get perfect runs. You're gonna have to adjust as needed. Okay, so we're gonna finally have a chance to get a little bit more stat boost here. Rest and relax. And I think we're sitting pretty good on stamina. I think we're gonna take a wit here and see if we can pull off a rainbow. We are not. I think I might do that race, depending on what we have here. Okay, let's get that speed up, because we're a little bit lower than I'd like on speed. What's the race? And then after it. Yeah, let's just go ahead and skip that race. Yes, we still have a couple left. let's take advantage of this break here. See if we can get a little bit more to our stats. Because we don't want... The big thing is you want to make sure you have a good chance of winning that last race. Yeah, nothing worth it there. Okay, let's just get her up on the happiness scale here. Okay. And so we can skip that one on. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and... Let's see, what do we got for training-wise here? Yeah, I really don't see anything good here. I think we just roll into it. Let's do this race. There's nothing good on the stat bonuses. We'll get just as much stats doing the race. Oh, I've not won this race before. All right, let's see if I can win it. This is a new one. I haven't done it before. Now, normally if I was streaming or that, I'd watch the whole thing. But this is already a long enough video, so we're going to skip right to the end. First place. Hey, new trophy. Alright, we're just over 400,000 now. And we still have 2 big races left. Up to a great mood. And, okay, so we can skip. Okay, this actually worked out really well. We can not do this race. Let's do a hit to speed. We just need the extra little bit of help going into the last race. I want to make sure we win the last race. This run's going really decent now. 134. I really want to be able to pick up, which one here? Do I have... I think we're kind of good, like, on everything right now. I don't really have anything in here I needed. But let's go. This is actually her main race that she's required to do. And she wins it, no problem at all. 27,000. Alright, we're going up to the last race, but it's not the last race. Because there is, I believe, one more big one. Well, we got this one we're going to do. We have the Japan Cup. I believe this is the Japan Cup. And then that one. So, non-stop racing again. Here we go. Let's see how we can do here. Okay, we're at 446. Got some strength. That's good. Okay, don't care about that. This is a big race. This is a 30,000 race. Don't skip this one, even though it's not required. It's the Japan Cup. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I've recovered this one so well. We're at 503,000. We actually might break... This might break my record right now of highest fans I've gotten. As long as she can win the last race. That's where she has struggled. Ooh. She has a negative condition here. Okay. All kinds of bad stuff happening to her. What does that condition do? Skin outbreak. May suffer from drops in mood. You know what? She's already going to suffer from drops in mood. We don't want to sacrifice the last one. Let's fix it. I don't want to sacrifice potentially losing the last one. And now we don't have the triple racing debuff anymore. So that was just... Normally I'd push through that, but that debuff kind of screwed me there. I want to win this one. If we can win this one, we're going to walk away with a lot of fans. Okay, maybe that one. There's really no other big ones left here for me. That one and that one. Yeah. Get as many things as we can get going in here. And let's race. Okay. Number 7 favorite. This is the hard one because we didn't dump as much in the stats as I'd like. Her speed is really bad for me. Yeah, I think we may be stuck. Let's see. And this is where she generally gets stuck. And this is where Kiddishan Black is going to fix all the problems. Yeah, we got stuck. We can try and put her in late, see if that pulls it off, but I think she ain't gonna pull it. Oh, she did it. We got it. All right. She got it with late. We got the win. All right. Another 54. We might pull this one off. Okay, I'll just have to remember that. Put her in late for this race. Because she is good at both of them. Alright, here's where we can't do any more races, so we do get some extra last-second training. We're not going to be able to hit 600 on stamina, so let's just go speed. And let's win these final races. Yeah, see, late, I don't like late. She usually loses on late for me. Like, people always lose on late. Oh, that's where it ends. Alright, I guess I couldn't finish off the championship. But that is completely fine. Here's the big thing. I got 562,000. I wasn't able to get... If I was able to get all the way, I would have had a little bit over... I would have had like 620,000. Not a big deal. And so we got there. Bunch of stat increases for finishing it off. And then, as you can see, I was able to get 2 of the stats. 600 on speed. Speed's what really screwed us at the end there. 600 on speed. Power at 600. I could not pull off stamina. Like I said, this is going to be a lot easier after Kiddishan Black drops and you're able to flesh out your account with more support cards. So I'm doing this with not as good situation on support cards. So we got that. We have some skill points we can apply here. I really don't care. These are not going... The only negative is these ones are not going to be good for PvP. These are strictly fans and spark generating units you're creating. So, I mean, really, ultimately, I don't really care how she turns out here other than what she gets for her spark. We can get a 3-star spark on speed or power. Let's see what she gets. Probably trash. Y'all might always get trash on these. 1-star guts. I mean, come on now. The nice thing is when you're doing all these races, you do get a lot of race sparks, which down the line will be quite important. My 3rd best. So, 25 races, 21 wins. Got, what, 560,000 fans, and we didn't even finish the run. We couldn't win the championship. It's kind of funny. I have not won the championship with her yet. But that is it. That is all there is to it to getting fans. And it's only going to get easier with time. As you've seen, plenty of things went wrong in this run. Lots of failures on like 10%. She had migraines pop up. She had that mood debuff at the very end. And we still made it to... we still made it all the way into the championship. If we would have not won that last race is definitely the hardest. If I would have not done my resets, which I only wanted to do it for this video, but normally I probably wouldn't reset there. It's still 500,000 fans, even if you don't win that championship. And I skipped quite a few races. Like I said, I had a lot of failures and stuff, and that's all there is to it. That's all you need to get fans. And so when I go into my veteran here, you can see. So she had 562. This one did worse than her. This was one that I couldn't win that last race. She had 509. And this one also, I don't think could win the last race and got 545. This one was crazy good because I was able to get, like, I got so many stats on her on speed and stuff early that I pretty much just did nothing but races. She had 26 races, 22 wins. This one, for example, had 27 and only 18 wins. So this one struggled a little bit more on the stats in the beginning, although I almost got 600 and everything. And so the one I just showed you, the stats are terrible on this one. The speed is what really killed her here. But we did get our power up over 600, so we had 2 chances at a spark. The goal is to get all 3 of these. That is what it is. This one had only 25 races, but we won 21 of them and got 562,000 fans. And that is it. That is all there is to it when it comes to farming fans. You can do this with the others. All the races in the game are the same on every day. It's just they have different goals. You have to select them optionally to do them. But that's it. That is how you farm a ton of fans. And if you like my content, if you can like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.